my god, dude. Okay. Alright, let's just get it going. I'm not gonna like wait for people to join the chat. If people want to join, epic. If not, that's cool. I don't. That's cool. I'm just gonna do a quick stream. I don't know why I'm on the CEO page right now. Oh my gosh, it's Wombomb. Hi Aiden. What's up, dude? Yeah, no face cam today, guys. I just don't feel like setting. I just don't feel like setting it up. And this isn't gonna be a very long stream anyway. I just wanted to talk about some PR stuff really quick. Nothing like super drastic going on right now. We have some like changes in the works that we're talking about, but nothing's gonna go through right now. And very quickly, since I put the Michigan PR first, we'll just talk about that first. This is so Michigan. So for context, this is what I would basically just say what the Michigan PR would look like right now, because there's been nothing this season. Like, that's not necessarily accurate. There's been some stuff going on, but Michigan has just not traveled at all this season. Besides these three players, so like, ArcD won that one regional, and I'm just kind of assuming that ArcD will qualify when he comes back. But yeah, he won that one regional, beating Mr. E and Big Boss and all that in Peru. Dude, I wish Super Major was faster, man. Make it so much easier to talk about things. But yeah, this tournament right here, Takana Volume 2, where he beat Mr. E and MK Big Boss, as well as some like other good players. So, which is why ArcD right now is quite easily number one. And then you have Suspect, which his only result is the Supernova placement. But he did beat Rivers at that tournament, which Rivers is a very good win. Dude, can this thing just load faster, please? This is so sad. Come on. Like, why is this taking so long? Alright, I'm not gonna bother this. This is taking too long. But yeah, basically the point I'm making here is that Suspect, ArcD, Suspect, and Druish are the only players that have actually gone to anything this season, which is why at the halfway point they would be the only players that that would make the PR right now. Like, not considering locals at all. Like we want, like, this is just how it's stacked up right now. And obviously I have not gotten everyone in this everybody else little category, but you guys get what I mean. Michigan has not had any regionals so far this season. We have some stuff in the back half, particularly in September with Dissension. Dissension, Third Strike, go to it. We are sitting at about 80 attendees right now, which that'll be September 5th, and that'll be like the first big Michigan thing this season. And then there will also be the Taker Circuit, and then also that Great Lakes tournament just got announced. We find it. Yeah, Great Lakes Gaming Convention Center also just got announced. So, I would say the season, while it's technically we're halfway through, we're literally like everything's just going to be determined by the tournaments that happen in September, which includes Dissension, Great Lakes Convention, the Taker Summit Invitational, and then of course Riptide. So I would say those four tournaments are going to determine a lot of and again, this is just kind of a joke that I made this list, because this is what realistically would it be right now, but it's obviously like not gonna be this way at the end of the season. Onto like some more interesting discussions though. We're gonna talk about some West Michigan PR stuff, and this is gonna be a bit longer. So right here, I just kind of gathered everyone that I would consider to be kind of in contention for West PR right now. In order, left to right, we have Druish, Advanced Placement, Zamo, CK, Blue Boo, myself, Dufo, Kayani, Jiram, Izumi, which sorry, not Izumi. And then from here on, it's just people are going to be represented by other people because the file I have doesn't include like these players. So Izumi is representing Zippons, Pouts is representing Silas, Goblin Yeet is representing Capo, and Copal is representing Brari. Now let me move Gyro over here. Like 3 contender. Yeah, top 3 contender, Jurish pretty easily. He's on track to be number 1 again. But again, like with dissension happening later in the season, some other important tournaments that could change. Like Defoe, Blue Boo, or even Brari could like pass him up. So we'll see. And then I'll just change this top 3 contender if they qualify. And right now, alongside Jurish, I would put Brari. Brari's been doing really well lately. He placed a little bit lower than Druish at Wild Clash, which was a regional that they both went to. But I think they both picked up some good wins there. In particular, Druish beat Plus and Brari. I don't know if Brari beat anyone that stand out, but yeah. Anyway, Brari has beaten Druish this season. He's beaten Defoe this season, and then Druish has beaten has just winning head-to-heads on everyone else. So I think there's been an argument between Druish and Brari for number 1 season in West Michigan, but as of right now, I'm leaning slight Druish, and then I would go Brari. So that's how that breaks down for me. And I will just say, like, safe, probably. Safe. And then we'll just go, like, most likely safe for this category. Safe. I'll just be, like, top 5 contender, probably. Probably. Why is it, like, formatted like that? That's so weird. Can I change that? Why is it indented like that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, and this is kind of where, like, I don't know, like Zamo and Logan go. Actually, no, this is like there's so much up in the air right now because it's so. I'll just say I'll just like make it a bit more broad and say like safe probably. Yeah, but if they do, they will probably be fine. And like that's where I put the Kayani and Zip. Not and then I'll go like outside looking in right now. Now, and this is where I put Silas and Capo, who I think both of their best wins is me. I don't think they've been anyone better this season. And then, yeah, I mean, like Defoe would go up here alongside Blue Boo. Like we know who these guys are when they're qualifying. And then rounding out like safe probably is like probably just like in this or it's probably just like in this order. It's hard. Like I feel like Logan, because he has 2 Defoe wins, he's probably up there. But Jiram also has like 2 Druish wins, so I don't know. And then but Zamo's been doing really well lately, and Clay's beating Brari, and then I beat Boogie at the Indiana Regional. So I would say this is like how it kind of shapes up right now. We can like take a quick look at the head-to-head. Like as you can see, Advanced Placement has pretty good head-to-heads against people. Dropped a set to Capo. Dropped a set is even with Clay. Has a losing record against Zamo. Zamo has a win on Logan. 0-2 versus Druish. Winning record against CK. Karaje, I did not put on this list, and maybe you could argue that Karaje should be up here. I just didn't feel like putting another Mario on here. But it just like kind of pretend that Karaje's probably done good enough where like you could like put him like here. Because if Karaje has really beaten Zamo, like that's a better win than like Silas's best win. So like, let me just find like Mario to make this easier. I don't know if I can actually have another Mario in here. I mean, I could use Nad, I guess, but I don't really want to do that if I can avoid that. Dude, why is there so many Luigi's in here? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to use Nad because I cannot find another Mario. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, well, let's put Silas here. So yeah, I get again. So I think that this is like probably accurate in what it's probably gonna look like later on. I mean, things can change obviously, but like yeah. Myself, I have not. I'm like I would say I have like the weakest head-to-heads. I have not beaten Logan. I have not beaten Brari. I'm up on Capo, but not by much. I'm even against Silas, and I have not played these other people. I've not played against Clay. I've not played against Zamo. I have not played against Karage. I've not played against Jyrim. So my head to head is like not filled out at all. Same goes for Capo, but Capo's head to head is a bit better, where he does have a hit win on Logan. It's just he doesn't have like the high end win that I do, which was the Indiana PR guy that I beat when I went to Indiana. And yeah, like Silas's best win is me, and then Karage has been Zamo, which I would weigh a Zamo win a bit higher than a win on me right now. So that's why I would have Karage above Silas, but yeah. And like Jyrim has 2 wins in Druish, like so Jyrim is gonna be like a high up here regardless at the end of the season. But again, like Logan has 2 wins on Defoe, so like you can argue that his 2 wins on Druish matters more than 2 wins on Defoe. I think that's, I think that's, I think that's pretty close. In all honesty. But yeah, but also Logan's just been a bit more consistent at like locals and stuff. So, yeah, I would still put Logan number 3 for right now behind Druish and Brari, and then maybe probably these 2 guys if they qualify. But yeah, I would put Logan there, and then Jyrim behind them, and then whatever order between those 3. Like I think it's fine. Has Zamo beaten anyone like that crazy? He hasn't beaten Druish. He hasn't beaten Brari. Has he beaten Blue Blue? I don't even know. He beat Blue Blue last season, so I wouldn't be surprised, but okay, yeah, he has not beaten Blue Blue this season, so maybe he's like I don't know, he's got good head to head though, so that's tough. Um Yeah, it's one of those things where like Zamo's best win I would say is not as good as like my best win. Or even Clay's best win, but his head to heads are really solid. I don't know, that's tough. And then like CK did beat Brari. Is Brari a better win than Boogie? I don't know. And then Clay is just better head to heads. So like again, like I would say this is like a reasonably accurate list for right now. I'm not gonna like say I'm not gonna like heavily defend this. It's all up in the air. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, that's just I just want to do this quick stream, kind of get like an update on you guys on where I think PR is at for both Michigan and West. Yeah, hopefully the season ends up being more interesting than the first half. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll put a VOD later if it's later. So if anything, people are watching this late or whatever, can just watch on my YouTube later if they want to get the full recap. If not, I'm probably gonna post these images on Twitter and stuff, and then I'll just like explain it there too, I guess. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next stream, which I don't know if I'm gonna stream this weekend, but I'll definitely stream the Revel on Monday. So. Yeah, anyway, see you guys around. Thank you guys for watching.